Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. We testing. Testing, 1, 2. I guess you could say I'm a freak of nature because I love nature. If you was to ask me why, I mean, why have I invested in, I mean, this is my middle range. I have several of them. I don't know why. I like to get out at night, sometime in the middle of the night, creep at night and stargazing. I don't know why. Maybe it was something I did at a past life, or I don't know. There are certain particulars that I collect that, I mean, you just it's a obsession. I look for certain things. Take for instance the hourglass. You don't see that no more. Why? What is the you know? And these are some of the things that I'm trying. I don't know, but it just captivate my mind. It just takes over my imagination. I don't know. Why do I? I mean, it's just like sitting in that deer stand for hours and hours and hours, and waiting on that buck. I guess you can say I'm sitting outside in the middle of the night for hours and hours and hours, waiting on that shooting star or that UFO or whatever may see things and I used to drive a lot at night out in the open, way out in the open, trying to get to certain places at certain time, and the best time you can do that is at night, And there was a lot of time I wish I had this. I wish I had this. Just watching with my bare eyes, just paying attention to the skies, and certain things just glanced across my, the end of my eyesight, my peripheral, whatever you want to call it. And it's, you can't do that in the concrete jungle. You can't. But it has always captured my imagination. I don't know what this does. It just it's a which one would you choose, drugs or this, as a hobby? Which one would you choose? I chose this. It captures the mind, and you see certain things, and but the goal, just like any other stargazer, the main goal is to capture that UFO. That's the goal. And God blessed me with that, to capture that UFO and have it on camera. Oh boy, stargazers, man, that's people would kill their brother they sister just to capture that just to have that, you know, have it as a receipt that UFO. And that's the purpose of getting out there, spending all that time just to capture something that rarely has been seen by others. Yeah, man, to capture that, you know how lucky you have to be to be at the right place at the right time, man. And just for something like that, to appear, man, that is the things is, man, the technology has, with technology, it can be a million miles away, and technology can blow it up and show it up, shoot it out. But I mean, this is my habit. I'm obsessed. I don't know why, but if I wasn't, I wouldn't invest so much into it. But I'm just, maybe I was one of the ones that was the navigator of the stars back 10,000 years ago. You do know people navigated by the stars 10,000 years ago. Ships. How you think the trade began with Africa and China, South America? How do you think they navigated, and made their way to China? Yeah, they was trading 10,000 years ago. There were civilizations 10,000 years ago. Yes. It goes to show, man, the trade war is different these days. And somebody was saying that, every time somebody invents something, and the reaction to when, just say the traffic light, that was a black fella that invented the traffic light. Now you got somebody inventing a way to give you a ticket from the traffic. You see where we're going with this? Somebody invented the traffic ticket. That's the reaction towards greatness. You're taking advantage of certain adventures to advance you to, but that's the way the world works, and that's the way IA is going. Now, what's going to be, what's going to be the action towards AI? What are the results going to be? I mean, what is it going to really cost us to represent somebody else's pocket? Because people, it's creative, but I mean, we got to make money off of this. We got to figure out how to advance our pockets on certain people, That's capitalism. We're in a capitalist society, so that's the way the mind works. So what does a person to do? captured of it, you know. And take Christmas, Christmas, Easter, both both holidays was designed around Jesus. I mean, now look at Easter and Christmas now. What has that got to do with Jesus? You know, Easter is you know the Easter bunny, the Easter egg. It ain't got nothing to do with no Jesus. Christmas, Santa Claus. What has that got to do with Jesus? But both of them was created for Jesus. You know, the resurrection and the birth. It's funny how, you know, you can take something that is simple and just make it out of, you know. But when you living in a capitalist society, that's progress. Get your hands out my pocket. But hopefully this video can flow without interruptions, you know. And it's a shame. They was waiting. Days was waiting to interrupt. I'm watching things. I'm paying attention. So okay, I'll just sit back and take my time and, you know, figure something that I can create that you can't. You know, I'm gonna use something that you know that represent my lifestyle. And this is my lifestyle. While you snoring, I'm up, you know, paying attention. I'm up trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. Yes. It's hump day. What better way to begin my day on hump day? You know, disturbance, reactions, Lord knows I'm trying to avoid confrontation. But I mean, what do you do? What would you do? And I'm showing you the receipts. I'm showing you the receipts as it happened. So there should be no confrontation, if any. Representation should ever happen if you need it. If you know, you got to have receipts for them. Man, you know. The word, it's funny how the word is right there in your head, and the pronunciation just hard to come. You know, with this language that I'm speaking, they say it's not English, but it's American English. It just is American as apple pie, watermelon. You know. American. It just as American as I am. Cause I know no other. You know, I know no other. I've never been to Africa. Never ever been there. And the way they speak on us, man, you know, look down on us, on Americans. Oh yeah, Americans are looked down upon, you know. And if people really realize how hated America really is, they hate. Man, they hate. That's just like when you become a superstar and you realize, man, these folks really hate me. You know, some love you, but there's a lot of it. And I was just looking at a piece of uh, two women fighting over the pool party. One jealousy, and one she just envy of this man. She having parties all the time. And that made me think of who was envying me, because I seen that in me, because we used to have parties about every month. That's on God, man. We used to have, and I was just who was just sitting back envying this, just hate my guts. It was, and as they kept protesting to the judge, it was obvious that this lady was jealous of this other lady's lifestyle. So her job, she thought it was her job to come we gonna end this party. We gonna sabotage. It was, why would you want to go to somebody else's house, somebody else's party, and sabotage it? Why would you want to do that? Envy, jealousy. Man, that's that. But this is the American way. Jealousy, sabotage, just because and she was doing it, and she was speaking on it. That was her reason for going to the party, to sabotage, because she what she was saying, that she was the life of any party, and she decides she want to go to this woman party and be the life. But I mean, and she found out that she really couldn't invade the lady party. So I mean, she was sabotaging. And that people would do that. I've seen that. I've seen that several times. When they realize they can't invade, they can't sabotage it. I mean, But my thing is, now these days, I spot them and I point them out, and I tell Google, in some way, somehow, it gets eliminated. It get stopped in its tracks. But there are some things that go on this earth that people would never understand. Your main goal, your whole life is about sabotaging somebody else's life. So, this person, they ain't in the person you trying to sabotage. They don't know you. They don't give a damn about you. They don't. You're not interrupting their life. They going on with their life. And by you trying to sabotage them, your life is miserable because it's stuck in your head. And that's your whole life, trying to wake up in the morning. Now, what can I do to try to make this person's life miserable? There are people that's like that. What is it that I can do today to make this person's life as miserable as mine? But you have to realize that person is not the reason why you are miserable. And it had to go back to my old saying, you got to look in the mirror, you look at yourself. Then you will begin to understand and comprehend that you making your own life miserable. You are the reason for your own abstracts, your own. It's crazy, and it took for me to watch this, the similarities that I have seen in my life. But I'm happy. I'm going on. I'm doing this. I'm moving on. I keep rising to the occasion. Just like that football game. Somebody came to sabotage that. They did. They people really come to interfere. And all the thing I got to do is just say, hey, I'm gonna do something. People gonna come and try to interfere and upset it, block it, stop it. And be whole. And I'm just sitting back watching, because I know sooner or later, then here come the Lone Ranger. The police show up. Man, you should have seen it. It's funny though. You should have seen the way the intruders. It's time to go. But what the police didn't know, I already had that handle. You forgot. I don't, I done captured the meaning that of return to sender. I done figure out how to use it. I can abuse it, but I use it, and I'm a. I mean, but why? I mean, but man, I done figure out how to return to sender. Oh Lord, have mercy. I done figured out how to return to sender at an instant. Boom, boom, just like that. I didn't know, but I'm learning though. I didn't know that was in my repertoire. I didn't know that gift came with this uplifting, but it's there. I can return to sender just like that. Boom. That's 30 for me, 0 for you. But if you can imagine that gift, man, that's you can return to sender just like that. Return it. Boom. Now I'm noticing certain things. I'm noticing certain things. By the way, that's an ally there. Just like when you hear them jets, that's an ally. And that's what a lot of people, when you get in this position, you have to have allies. You have to surround yourself with powerful people that could help you and guide you in the time of need. You can't do this journey alone. You have to have allies. So what other better ally than have stealth jets, fighter jets, jets, jets that has equipment that can bounce off the earth and back. That signal, that radar. I mean, bouncing back, and that's an ally. The Navy, the Marines, the Army, whatever you want to call them. I live in a military city. What better? I mean, who else are you gonna capture? I mean, because my fight is wide and deep. Then you throw in a couple senators, and then you throw in a couple presidents and allies. You got to have some. I mean, my thing was to get the most powerful people. Guess what? Your fight is not only with me. Yeah, I got a whole line of people that's got me. I mean, because the thing is, I do things that you can't. You can't. You ain't even nowhere near the thing what I can do. Nowhere near. Many have tried. They done tried, boy. They done tried. I'm in here flexing and testing and texting some of these gifts, man. And, man, what a wonderful gift to have God as your guidance, to walk along with God. Man, that is. I mean, and people see that, but you don't. You don't see that because you don't have the capability of seeing anything but that low vibration, boy. The only thing you see is bogus. I'm gonna rob somebody. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make their life miserable. But that's all you can see. You don't see the picture, and that's why you would never, ever, 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 ever capture these gifts from God, because you done killed your soul, you done killed your brother, you done killed your mother, your daddy, without you don't know it, but you done did that. You done killed them because they keep telling me this. You killed your brother, your sister, your daddy, your mama, your uncle, your aunties. You have to have allies. But I search for allies around the world first. That way. Then these politicians from Chicago couldn't go and spoil. I mean, I was guided. Trust me. And they tell me every day, you are not alone. Man. Ghosts. Now you begin to see ghosts come and give you messages and channeling, giving you advice. Ghosts, dead people, dead. When you get biblical, you gonna deal with dead people. They are all around us, but they are. The soul, man, the soul is still, it's only that flesh. The flesh is dead. The flesh dies. Return to the earth. Rejuvenate the earth. That's what the flesh does. That's what but the soul continues on the journey. Well, I don't know. I know I get, I don't question God. I don't, I do not question God. I don't question God work. I just take advice and use it to, you know, to where it can help me, not to destroy me or not to destroy anybody else. But I just take it where it can help me to continue on to my journey to the next path, the next message, or whatever it takes, or to get you off of me. you know, evil. But some of these souls come to you, boy. They are evil. By the wave of somebody sending that voodoo hoodoo, and they come through souls. They come to try to intervene. But ask some of your preachers, the real ones. I ain't talking about these fake ones. It's some out here. They know. They can tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Preachers, reverends, popes, or whatever. Ask them. Talk to them. They can tell you exactly what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. The real ones, and then half of them scared because they don't want to lose their stuff. They done got caught up into this world of stuff. they being held by strings by master. They have a puppet master. And that's sad to say because they know. A lot of people pretend that they don't know, but they know. You ask them a question, I don't know. They know. The real ones. But there's so many fake people out here today, boy. It's just so many fake souls. So I mean, I mean, and that's funny how the world have changed when Christmas is supposed to be about the birth of Jesus. Easter is supposed to be about the resurrection of Jesus. But if you look at it now, and that's the way people are. You don't see, you don't even see Jesus in either one of them. People are they obsessed with gift, buying a gift. What that got to do with the birth of Jesus? I know, they brought them gift gold and all that, but what that got to do with me? Oh boy! In the resurrection, the Easter bunny, oh, it's beginning. That Easter now is about wearing that hat. That clown hat. That's where I see it. A clown hat. Who got the baddest clown hat? I need to quit. uh, but anyway, it's hump day. I survived. No interruptions. The only that you know that's to be expected when you live around trains and planes and all sorts of things. But anyway, I know I'm over. Yeah, man. But anyway, it's hump day. I love God. I love me, and I love my life. Oh, do I love my life? Oh, do I love my life? Yeah. And for all you stargazers, happy hunting. Happy hunting. Happy. Maybe one day you'll spot a UFO. Man, that's like gold in this world. That's like finding gold in this world. That video can take you places. Oh yeah. Y'all have a blessed day.